Right, I am going to bring you along with me as I install these hood lifters for my 2017 Tacoma. I know what you're here for. You're here for a walkthrough, not to hear a life story, so I'm going to make this super quick. Here's everything you need. This comes with it. All of this stuff comes with it. You just need a tape measure. You need a rivet gun. You need a drill with a 3/16 inch bit. And you need a 2016 or 17 Toyota Tacoma. Basset Hound optional. Alright, so what I've done is I've measured from here at the very top of this bracket, 19 inches out. Gives me that, which is right next to that bracket right there, or this little indentation. We're going right past that, so to this line is 19 inches. And I've now measured 2 1/4 inches from this edge up at an angle to this line. And now using the supplied bracket and lining it up with the bottom edge down here with the tape, and the outside edge, that's the edge right there, with the outside edge with the line I drew, I have exact placement. Now using the bracket as a stencil, like so, I mark the points at which I will use a punch and drill to make holes right there. Alright, I've used a hole punch to tap those holes, or the pilot holes. That way the drill doesn't wander as I try to use it. And I've also taped the end of my drill like this, a little bit of electrical tape, and that'll keep me from punching through that and going all the way up to the metal on the top of the hood and leaving a little dent, which is the exact kind of thing I would do. Alright, I've masked it off with a bit of tape, and I'm gonna paint a little bit just to keep any rust issues down from the bare metal we just exposed. And as you can see, I've done the exact same thing on this side, exactly as I did the other side. Alright, I'm going to repeat the same process over here with the touch-up paint. This is just normal Rust-Oleum because this is going to be covered by the bracket, and so I didn't bother to find the exact color match. Alright, so here's what we're left up with on the top. You can see my taping job wasn't too great, but again, this is going to be covered up by the bracket itself, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'll find a spot and I will show you how we're going to do this. Alright, so here's the little rivets that they send with the kit. The way these work is you want to put this, line this up with it, and you're going to put this through the hole like, just like this, so fat end into the hole. Nice snug fit. Alright, so this is what you should wind up with. Nice and riveted. It is on there good and tight. It's not going anywhere. And I'm going to clean up that overspray there a little bit. Alright, before I switch to, or put this other side on, I want to show you a little bit clearer of what I was doing here. This is what the rivets look like that they supply with it. And if you've never used rivets, they're pretty handy. You just push them up in there. And it's a very tight fit for these because they're exactly 3/16. But you put a little muscle behind it, push it up in there with the bracket in between it, obviously. And then when you use the tool, it grabs onto this and pulls, which pulls that little ball at the end through, and it crimps this metal down, and it creates a nice firm fit that holds it to it very well. So what you'll get at the end here is this little tail that's broken off. As you can see, it's on there good. It's not going anywhere. So we're going to start measuring from there, and we're going to measure down to 12.5 inches, which puts us right about here, right in line with that bolt almost, and I'll show you how that's going to hang off there. Alright, so I measured from there to here. The edge of this tape is 12.5 inches from that piece of metal over there where it tells you to mount from. So I'm just going to line that up and put two little Sharpie marks right there so I can find it afterwards. This is what we're left with on this side. So the bracket's going to come down here, line up with those holes, and rivet just the same. So to show you what I did there, I took a flathead screwdriver, I put it on the base piece. Let me show you. So I took this, I took the flathead, and I lined it up right there and hammered it down, so I was actually pushing this piece down instead of pushing the skinny piece through it. And that should work. Alright, so this is what it looks like down here. That plastic piece should come down and rest right above there, I'm hoping. Alrighty, so that's what we got. It's nice and tight. It works awesome. For you guys' reference, this piece on here goes on this side of this back piece. So the piece that's attached to this is behind this. Beautiful. And these little push pins, super easy to get back in and out. Last step, we're going to put these on those ball mounts. Should be straightforward. Let's see how this goes. The larger diameter part of the tube goes towards the top. And that is super easy to push on. See if I can't give you a better view here. It's a pretty straightforward process, and it really, I mean, that's all it takes to get on there. That was just one-handed. I'm going to show you what it looks like to pop your hood now. It's pretty standard there. It will completely raise on its own. It doesn't hit anything when it comes down.